Okay, we already uploaded that? Okay.
I'm so tired.
Okay, what are you doing?
Stuff
Cynthia?
and
Why are you
things.
dropping a lot of frames. Gonna disconnect some stuff. We are live. I hit the button.
Okay. That was out of nowhere, wasn't it? Okay. Like usual.
I
guess.
said it. I said we're good.
Doing the thing.
I said it like 3 times. Oh dear God.
Here we go again.
Aha! I love the picture today.
Is that it? I don't see anything else. Okay.
Okay, are we ready? We're ready. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I don't know who's watching right now, but welcome to the Legends of Mystara episode 12? 12, 11, 14,
Yes.
36.
12?
22.
IR squared.
99.
Pound at symbol.
Hashtag.
Hashtag. Hashtag YOLO.
And we're done. We're closing down. This is the last episode. One of our players just randomly dropped out. Okay, bye.
Peace out.
Let's just get into it. So we find ourselves back at living room. The living room.
Just casual.
Young boy kind of perks up and goes, "And what happened next, Grandpa? What's with the orb? Where are they? What's going on?"
How would we like to know?
No!
Yeah. Come on, Grandpa.
The teenage girl at this point, who was kind of not listening at all, her ears seem to have perked up on hearing the last few chapters, I guess. The grandpa kind of smiles wryly and he goes, "Patience, young one. We'll get there soon. Now, where was I?" So we're going to jump back into it. In Barovia. Now, give me a second here to play some music.
Music.
Mm-hmm. Or just ambiance, really. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Yep.
Okay. So when we last left off, you all had to deal with the destruction of Minami Chushin. The orb began to offer to the Empress a deal. The return of her city in exchange for her life. Arya took the orb and ran and threw it into the chasm of where the city once was. Bright light appeared suddenly and took them all to a mysterious forest where they wandered for a few hours and then ended up in the town of Barovia. We were talking to an old man when we last left off. He had asked, "What brings you to the land of Barovia?"
So, Wraith would like to step forward. And he's going to say, "We're actually looking to acquire some, a place to stay in town. Are there any vacant houses, and who would I speak to about purchasing one?"
Vacant houses? I don't think there are any vacant houses, but there is a tavern nearby.
All right, I guess that'll have to do.
Great. Do you know where it is?
No, could you direct us?
I can do something better. And he walks off into a nearby building. He has the door open, and you can hear some shuffling in the background. And here, he comes back after like a minute or two, and he brings a map for you all. We're gonna move that right now. If you go here, you'll find the Blood Undefined Tavern and Inn.
Oh, I love these names.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Not
Yeah, I know.
really.
Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
Could you also tell me where I would be able to purchase some food supplies?
Yes, you want to go to Bildred's Mercantile, but I'm afraid they're closed for the night.
What time is it?
It's about 8 o'clock.
Okay. Just wondering. Thank you.
You're welcome, you strange bird. I haven't seen your kind before.
You wouldn't have expected. I would have expected that. That's to be expected.
You know, we get a lot of visitors with the Vistani caravan that comes by. You missed them. They were here about a week ago.
Ha. Darn. The Vistani caravan?
That's right.
Anybody want to know what that is?
Any of us know?
Would any of us have heard of this before?
Yeah.
No.
Denied.
This caravan sounds very interesting. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, they're a bunch of traveling gypsies, for lack of a better term. But they were able to bring us supplies. They kind of help stimulate the local economy.
Is the local economy in trouble?
Well, we need supplies and whatnot, and it's kind of hard to grow with the perpetual fog that seems to have taken over these lands for the last, I don't know, few centuries.
Is there anything more about this town of Barovia that you can tell us about?
What do you want to know?
Well, I mean, you've cleared up the cleared up the fog question a bit. I don't know. Who is the ruler here? Do you have anyone in charge?
Well, that would be the Burgomaster. Let me look at my notes real quick.
Burgermeister
Oh.
Meisterburger?
Yes.
Welcome
The Burgomaster
to
Collion.
home of the Burgomaster.
His name is Collion, but he has been ill for a couple of weeks now, apparently. His son, Ismark, is running in his place for now.
This fog, you said it was, troublesome for centuries. Do you guys have any legend that goes along with it? It just seems kind of odd.
I'm afraid I don't know.
Great, thank you.
Tavern.
Perhaps Madame Eva might be able to assist with that.
And where would we find Madame Eva?
She can be found in Bildred's Mercantile. But again, probably closed for the evening, and you probably want some privacy.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. You've been quite helpful.
Thank you very much for that.
One more thing that reminds me. You had mentioned the Vistani, wanted to know more about the Vistani caravan. The one who runs Bildred's Mercantile is part of that caravan.
And that's Madame Eva?
Madame Eva does not run it. She's just visiting. The one who runs it is Isabella.
Isabella. Okay. Thank you for your time and information.
Wraith is going to step forward again and offer him 2 gold and say, thank you for the information. It was most helpful.
Thank you very much, you very big man. With very strange red skin. How did that happen?
It's a long story.
A very long story.
Okay, well, go on then. Leave me alone. I don't like long stories.
Hey, just a question. We haven't had a rest still, right?
No.
Okay, thanks.
Head to
I
the
walk-
tavern.
I walk towards.
Towards.
I walk to the town.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Okay.
I guess she's gone.
We should go.
Where are
Um,
we on this map right now?
Tavern.
Yeah.
you
That's
are
right.
at the town square, E3.
Not
Okay.
too far from the tavern.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
town.
would like to move Birdman to E E5.
Check. Check and mate.
Well played, sir. Well played.
As you guys are
I buy
walking,
some alcohol.
before that,
I buy.
Hang on. hang on, before that, as you guys
As
are
soon as I
walking,
get there.
okay, as you guys are walking, you kind of notice up in the sky suddenly got very cloudy. Suddenly, it's kind of rain clouds almost.
Can we tell with all the fog?
Well, it's a much darker than usual. The clouds are much darker than usual, let's say, than the typical fog.
Wow, we keep running
So
into.
like it's obvious that like this is fog.
It's obvious
that's
that-
here. This is new clouds.
Yes.
Well,
New
I
clouds.
kind of start walking a little faster because last time there was a shadow. It was a dragon.
So, don't remind us that.
At least that's what I do.
Okay.
I don't know what everybody else do.
Okay. With Reyna ahead of you guys by like, let's say like 30, 40 feet, y'all start heading towards the tavern. Give me a second here.
I actually have a question.
And I
So-
might actually have an answer. Go ahead.
My background feature allows me to, anytime I'm in a city, me and the people who are traveling with me can travel twice as fast as we otherwise would. Can we arrive at the tavern before Reyna does?
Are you dashing? Are you going to run ahead of her?
I feel like
mean,
from
full-
where we were, we could see the inn. So
I don't
we're
know.
just like going around.
Just being random.
Okay, we'll just say that you just run past for some reason towards everyone.
Sure. I just disappear and
And Reyna,
End up sitting.
you kind of rush by with the swiftness, and you kind of catch Reyna off guard. Almost like a Superman kind of thing, where like
I
kind
stab him.
of flies, kind of flies, and everyone's like the wind kind of affects everyone. Anyway, you happen to arrive at the tavern first. You notice there's a few people around. They get pretty quiet. Everyone's just kind of looking into their drinks right now. You see the innkeeper.
I burst. Oh.
You see the innkeeper. Well, it looks to be the innkeeper anyway. He's kind of behind the table, just kind of cleaning a glass. It's kind of long beard. He's your typical kind of innkeeper-looking guy, bald, long beard, wearing kind of an apron. Few food stains on the apron, on the white apron. He's kind of nonchalantly cleaning. Kind of notices you all, and kind of stares for a bit because he doesn't expect many visitors.
Who's
So-
stepping up?
what's the going rate for
When it-
rooms here?
Are you asking the
Yeah,
innkeeper?
innkeeper.
Okay. 1 gold a night per person.
All right. I drop enough gold for each of us.
Damn.
Kind of puts the mug down in the rag, kind of puts it aside, and it grabs the coin, puts it into his little coin purse. Not an actual purse, but
Fanny pack.
yeah, a man bag.
Nice. Oh, gosh.
So there's 8 of us, right?
I got 4 rooms available. 2 bedrooms per, or 2 beds per room.
Okay.
Who's sleeping, buddies?
I'm drinking and then sleeping.
Drinking and then sleeping. Okay.
Yes.
I will drink.
I'll join
water.
Arya for a drink.
Same.
I am buying drinks. I'm buying the first round for everyone.
Okay. Make a perception check for me, Raina.
Perception. Boom.
Okay. We'll say as you reach into your bag to grab your coin, you notice something a little strange in your bag that you didn't see before. I'm going to whisper this to you.
Is it what I think, or is it something different?
It's whispered.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, I buy drinks for everyone else,
Okay.
and then I I take the flask out of my bag too.
Okay. You kind of take the flask out of your
And,
bag. You kind of look at it. Looks to be like an ale of some kind. Cork still popped in and everything. Not sure how it got in the bag. Perhaps you think it's from the time that you guys invaded the Black Spider Ninja Clan base. You're not quite sure, but it looks like another bottle of alcohol. And you're happy to take it.
I was also drunk that night at the ninja compound, so
Right.
I just roll with it. Anyway, yeah. So when I buy the drinks for everyone else, and kind of sit down with the rest of the group, and I'm just kind of looking at this flask really interestingly, and I drink from it.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be your favorite ale, whatever that might be. Got a good, nice taste to it. I'll let you figure out what that taste is.
Yeah.
You're the alcohol connoisseur. Go ahead and, if you wish to describe the contents of this flask.
Dude. Okay, I have a question. So, is elven wine stronger than ale? Like, what's the strongest stuff that?
What is the hierarchy of alcohol in this world?
Wow, that's a question I was not expecting. We'll say elven wine is about on the same level as ale.
Okay.
Maybe a little more sophisticated taste, but a little more refined, I'd say.
I'll go with that. It's a flask. It's a flask full of elven wine now.
Okay. No.
Oh, I'm gonna be absolved. Yeah. Okay.
So you order
anyway.
a round of drinks. So you order a round of drinks for everyone, and
How much
the
does it
innkeeper.
cost?
We'll say it's about 10 silver total.
Okay.
So he starts preparing drinks. A young woman comes up to help him. I guess you guys are sitting at a table at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you gotta kind of sit yourselves down at that table with only two chairs available.
Yeah.
Two stools
I
available.
sit on the stool.
Okay.
You ask. Don't ask.
Sit-
You don't answer.
You sit by the stool, and nice fire going on in the background, as you can hear. Kind of lights up the room in an otherwise kind of dreary kind of mood. kind of permeates throughout the tavern. Woman comes by, starts placing all of your mugs of ale. She kind of goes back to whatever she was doing. Yes, thank you. I was going to do that, but you one step ahead of me.
That's awesome.
You guys begin to drink and kind of take everything in. It just happened.
Uh-huh. And I just say, what the hell is going on? Has anybody heard of Barovia before?
Have we?
Mm-mm.
That was kind of a question to all of us, and Dan.
What we like anybody of us heard like tales of Barovia at all before we all met?
Run a history check for me.
Oh shit! I actually gonna use this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
wanting
make
to use
a
it.
history?
I've been wanting to use this skill.
I don't want to.
Ah, come on.
That's
Wow.
amazing. That's oh, that's horrible.
Did everyone roll?
I know nothing.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Anyone roll higher than 11?
Damn it.
You know that Barovia existed at one point,
Oh shit.
but seemingly disappeared off the face of the planet one night with no real explanation.
Does anything about this, other than the fact that we just appeared here, feel off or magic-y?
Um,
You can just say no.
Run an Arcana check for me.
Did I really close my character sheet? God. I need to make these faster. Arcana.
With your powers as a monster slayer / blood hunter, you feel that this is definitely not natural.
Okay. I
So-
kind of relay that. It's like this, this place isn't supposed to exist anymore. There's something very off.
So
Well,
anyone else-
We might want to check into any more of this place currently. We've already jumped through time once. We should
Yeah,
find out when we are.
I'm having the feeling that we've kind of gone back in time again, considering Barovia supposedly disappeared a while ago.
Well, if
This
it
could be
disappeared,
pre-disappearance.
maybe we're where it disappeared to.
That's also possible.
Or when it disappeared from.
Hmm.
Oh god.
So we're gonna keep doing this. We're just gonna keep popping up different places, and this is sort of how it's gonna be now.
You know,
We seem
got
to
the
be
travel
on a guided tour.
Time travel.
Who is
Disturbing
the guy?
concepts. One could be disturbing concepts.
I pull out
Someone
the
with sense of humor.
sphere.
Who's
Mystical
guiding us?
Spaceman, it would be really nice if you were to appear and talk to us right now.
yeah.
That would be
Ninja-
entirely too
Ninja with
convenient.
the baby, you usually pop up at random times.
So I'm going to flag down the waitress and just
Yes.
say,
Can I help you?
we've been traveling for quite a while,
Mhm.
and being away from civilization for a bit.
Mhm.
I was wondering if you could tell me the date.
She relays the current date to you. Current day that you guys remember it to be.
Okay. Does she include the year?
It's the same year, same everything.
So it's what it's supposed to be.
So you are when you're supposed to be, I guess.
Hey,
Can
Dan,
we
I guess that
connect
sorts out one
when
question.
these people say the fog started to when we know Barovia disappeared?
You can make that assumption, yeah.
Is that something we're able to sort of connect at this point?
I would say so, yeah.
I mean, I'm speaking to everybody else now. Did we ever get the name of the entity that was talking to us through the orb?
I
No, you
pull
did
out
I
the
don't
orb.
think so.
I pull out the orb. I'm just like,
I just
you, what's your name?
Remember, it did say that it had many names and blah 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 and all that kind of other bullshit.
Yeah, can we stop talking to it? It's gross.
Okay.
But it
I
might
put it
be
away.
our only chance of figuring out what's going on.
Yeah, but he's not gonna help us.
Can I pick up the orb and throw it in the fire?
Oh my
I
god.
just want to see if something else will happen if I.
I
do
start to
that.
stop her, but then I was like, what else could go wrong?
So, I am the one holding it currently.
Yes, you are the one holding it currently.
I will grab it from his hands with my -2 strength.
Oh dear lord, here we go.
Okay, run a contested athletics.
Can I assist her?
Yeah, you don't. It's too late.
Oh,
damn.
wait. Oh.
Yeah, you try to get it, but Wraith is way too tall for you. He kind of just holds it up in the air at that point when he sees you coming up and trying to jump and snatch it again.
I'm just going to be like, not yet. We'll have a discussion about this later.
The orb suddenly starts to glow, and it says, "You haven't learned your lesson yet, have you, girl?"
Never will.
When it speaks,
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Artie, what kind of freaking path have you made?
is it speaking actually sound, or is it in our heads?
It's in your heads.
Okay.
Zombie, zombie. Wait, what?
So if it's speaking in our heads, like when it's speaking to one of us, are we the only one who hears it, or is it like broadcasting to everyone?
Oh, this is very
It depends on the situation. In this particular case, it's just to you.
Yeah. I still say
Arya?
that out loud.
Mhm.
I'll be back in a moment. And Wraith,
I'll be back in a jiffy.
he walks off to his room.
Leave the orb with us. It's best to have multiple people watching it.
He takes the orb with him.
I follow him up.
That guy's a dick.
Like last time we left somebody alone with us, we ended up here. I'm not taking that chance.
Reginald, did you need backup, or are you okay?
I wouldn't mind backup. He's rather tall.
Well, I was hoping to have a discussion without the orb. So, if you would like to hold on to this, I hand it over to him.
I take the orb. And
Okay.
Just stand there kind of confused. Is it actually the orb that I'm holding?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'm just like, can you please move away from the group with that?
I go sit over here.
Okay.
Cause in the corner, Reggie.
He's in the corner. Let's say he's in the corner about like a good 30 feet away from everyone else.
I don't know if that's going to be far enough. Can you still hear us?
Probably.
Yes.
And that's just to him or everybody?
I'll save you the trouble. No matter how far you go, you'll always hear me.
This
Look,
is why
we
we need
just
to
had
just
the.
destroy the thing.
Oh, I don't know if you want to do that. Don't you remember the elf saying to take care of me?
Oh shit, I do remember that.
Reginald,
Yeah.
would you mind taking a quick flight?
How high do you
Testing to
think I'll need
see
go?
how.
Just kind of around the block, shall we say?
Testing the range on this thing.
What?
Yeah, Fern, do you want to come? We shouldn't split up. too
Sure. Okie doke. I
Be
can
careful,
have
you
that.
two.
I will turn
you hear
into
our-
a bird.
As you say that, a flash of light comes out from outside the tavern. It kind of seeps
Yeah.
through the window.
much. That's
Couple, like maybe 5-10 seconds later, you hear this low rumbling of thunder.
I don't want it, guys.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
I think we're in for the night. Let's Does
All
anybody
right.
have
Try again tomorrow.
tomorrow?
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a perfect way to handle this. You just stay over there. I'm going to cast silence around Reginald.
You're gonna cast silence on Reginald. Okay, so you begin casting this spell, and the people in the tavern kind of take notice, and they're not sure what you're doing. Yeah, so you cast your silence on Reginald, who's still holding the orb.
Okay. I'm going to turn to the rest of the group and say, we have to figure out what we're going to do with that orb, and I don't want it overhearing us.
What can
All right, give me 1 second. Let me type this out.
Should we start making a list of all the things we can't
like,
do with the
we
orb?
break it? We might
Can't throw it
unleash
down a chasm.
whatever it is
Throw
on
it in
the
the
world.
fire.
Well, we haven't tried the fire yet.
Okay, let's try the fire.
No, but
I have actually given this some thought,
oh boy.
and I think we should take a multi-pronged approach. Arya,
Yeah.
if you could keep on being aggressive with it,
Oh, that's no problem.
yes, trying to find as many ways as you can to destroy it. And as a suggestion along that line, I'm thinking we can get it into an anti-magic field. We might then be able to just destroy it simply.
Okay.
And I'm just mouthing what I'm
As soon as you say that, you hear a voice in your head saying, "I don't think that's a good idea."
Now, another option that I think could be quite useful.
Reginald, are you okay?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
I can't say anything because I'm in silence.
I'm like looking over and watching as
I'm
Reginald's
just
like
like-
flailing. I don't think that the thing's working, Wraith.
Yeah, I dispelled the silence.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, it can, you can think to it too, by the way.
But I think that a very good idea at this point would be to get ourselves either a sock or other netting and tie it to a pole and use it as a flail.
I really don't recommend that we let whatever is in there out.
It needs to
Just a
stay.
hint.
It's unfortunately our burden, and we need to not so much see it through, but find some other more practical
I'm
way.
pretty sure that it's invulnerable to physical damage, but smashing it off things might.
I'm putting it in my pack. You know, it's like
I
Probably a
think
good
that
idea, Reginald.
carry about how I
No. No. No.
No, you're free to ask me whatever questions you want.
No. I look at the orb. Is it talking from Reggie's bag now?
it's in your head.
It's in your head.
It's in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's in everybody's head.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on the situation. They can talk. You can whisper to one person. You can whisper to several people or everyone.
What is this thing after? That's what I want to know. What are you after? And I just yell kind of really angrily.
Are you yelling in your head or are you yelling in the tavern?
In my
Aloud.
head. In my head.
Yeah, in your head. Okay.
In my head.
Not after anything. I just want to see how you guys, we'll say, handle certain situations.
So we're a plaything for you.
Just call me curious.
Kind of say it under my.
I'm just a curious person.
Why'd you send us here?
Clearly, we're not getting anywhere tonight. I'm beat. Orb, if you want to shut the hell up, we're all gonna go to sleep.
Or
Well,
I
Isaac.
have a question.
Wait, before
Sleeping
for that. Well, Isaac, you want to know, why don't you put on that ring of yours and hold me?
What the fuck?
Normally,
That was freaky right there. Okay.
comes first.
Oh, I have a question for the orbs, Charlie. Can you go fuck yourself? Is that a thing you can do?
I'd watch that.
Do I dare?
Isaac,
Amusing.
it's not worth it.
It's not.
No.
Oh, I think it is.
Of course you'd say that, wouldn't you? You so desperately want someone to free you, don't you?
Not particularly.
Then what do you want? And why did you send us here?
To correct mistakes made by other people. Like I said, I'm just a curious person. I want to see how you handle certain situations, and it's been amusing to say the least. I've been stuck in this thing for, I can't even care to recount how long now.
Oh, you poor thing.
But you're not the only one in there.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Why can't we hear them?
I don't want to talk. We'll say that.
They don't want to, or you won't let them?
Oh, they don't want to.
I'd really like to hear one of them.
Like I said, Isaac has to put on the ring.
And I just kind of look over at Isaac. And just...
It's your choice, Isaac, but please be safe.
My suggestion is don't humor it.
You're not humoring me at all.
Well, no, of course not. Why would we?
Yeah, of course. You don't laugh at things that are humorous. Yeah, we can't hear you at all.
Yeah.
No, he's silent. You cast silence on Isaac, and
Put the ring on your
Poor
finger.
Isaac.
Not... Oh god, where did you put the ring?
I am the fixing thing. Okay.
Sorry, it was super robot-y. We couldn't really understand much.
Yeah. Can I ask the orb a question?
You may.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Were we in the middle of something?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to ask it, you said you put us places where things went wrong and you want to see how we react. What course of action do you want to see us take?
Like I said, I don't have any particular care. I'm just a neutral party.
Have there been others before us?
Yes, there have. Many people for you.
What did they do that was unsatisfactory?
They didn't do anything unsatisfactory. They simply did things as they wished, and, well, we find ourselves in this situation now. I will say, though, I don't want to see this world destroyed. That's what the Drow Queen wishes, unfortunately.
Are you keeping us on her tail?
Perhaps keeping you all one step ahead of her. In some respects, would be very helpful.
Can I insight check this motherfucker?
Yeah, sure.
Never mind.
You believe
I'm
every
gonna-
single word.
Check him.
Okay, I say, like, I'm just gonna go to bed.
You're like, you're gonna go bed.
Yeah.
I pull Fargrim aside into one of the rooms to have a private conversation.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, I'm Isaac right now on this stream. Ha ha ha. Oh, I have guns. to bed?
I try to catch Azlyn so that I can talk to her.
Dun dun dun. Yeah,
Okay.
she'll stop. Yes, Arya. Did you need something?
I just I was just wondering. You seem to act like you have almost experience with this sort of thing, and I hope I don't want to overstep, but is there anything that you would like to share?
As you're talking, it starts beginning to rain. And hopefully you guys can hear that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I find a room and I go to bed.
Reginald's like, I had enough of this shit.
I leave the door cracked because I know there's only enough rooms, like 2 per room, so it doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
But I sleep.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yay!
Okay. I had to restart my Chrome. That's why.
She
Yeah.
will look away, take a deep breath, and then my family has a long history of magic and research, and it was how I was raised. You come in contact with things, you learn things. It's just things I've run across within, my childhood and through the years that I was tutored. And of course, through traveling as well.
Can I insight check that?
I don't know if you want.
So would it be contested roll? Sight versus deception.
It's not technically deception, though. It's just not the complete truth.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if, like,
So,
she was
I
holding.
don't know how inner party things work still.
Yeah, I would say I'd do a contest. I would do I don't know. It's not deception, not the whole truth. We'll say performance.
Performance art.
Oh, hold on. You also DM Sneaky. What would you do?
But this is
If
Dan's
you're
game.
trying to obscure things, it probably would be a deception.
Okay, well, it's up to you. Deception or whatever is higher for you.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, you definitely know she's hiding something. Not telling the whole truth.
Oh, burn.
Aslan, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I have this feeling that you know a little bit more than you're letting on, and it would be helpful if whatever you know, if you would volunteer this information, perhaps we could use it to help figure out something more about this Orby thing. It doesn't seem like the rest of us have too much experience in that field.
I don't think any of you do. I don't think any of you do.
I just roll my eyes.
roll over and I slap the
I roll my eyes. We all have pasts and things that we rather wish had never happened. I am not. I have made mistakes, and I will pay for these mistakes in the future. It is my hope that no one else has to pay this price with me. If there is any information or any strength that I can lend, I will do so. I just know that when something offers you power in return, you generally should not take that back.
That familiar voice in your head. So I'm a mistake now, huh?
She doesn't respond.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. If you ever feel that you want to talk a little bit more, I'll be here.
I appreciate it, Arya.
The voice from the orb says,
I promise.
so I'm not the
I won't
trustworthy
judge.
one, huh?
I believe everyone has made mistakes. And as long as you're trying to move forward past them, It's fine.
I'm gonna head to one of the rooms.
Finish my drink and go to bed.
And I'll be right back, because apparently I'm Robo Snicket.
Yeah, you sound like a robot now yourself.
The demon's taken over.
What's wrong, Isaac? It's a simple thing, really. Just put on the ring.
God damn it! Why now? Why fucking now? Get out of
I assure you, nothing will go wrong. You might actually learn a thing or two.
Give me time to think.
Sure, I have all the time in the world.
Wraith is going to take a step outside and just take a quick walk around the town and see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, so as soon as you step
Everything.
outside, you're completely soaked in rain. It makes it even harder to see. You kind of take steps, kind of splish, splosh, as the water mixes in with the dirt, making a very fine mud. Various puddles.
You're not gonna find any more thieves' tools.
Go ahead and run perception for me.
Okay.
The water washes right over some thieves' tools.
Other than the rain and the fog, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. A lot of people are just staying inside due to the weather. Say it takes like a good half hour for you to walk around town.
Okay. Cool. Then I will head back and go to sleep.
Okay. While that happened, what were you guys doing in the tavern?
I just, after everyone's gone to bed, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna wait until everyone's gone to bed before I leave the room that
Okay.
Fargrim is in. And I try to stealthily, find some place in the hallway to meditate.
Okay. You do that. Who has the orbit this time?
I do.
You do. Okay.
I've got it like in the bag, like not so much hugging it, but it's under my pillow. Yeah, like my shoulder.
Under your pillow?
Kind of- yeah.
This is comfortable. This is rather comfortable.
I'm asleep. I keep telling myself I'm probably not asleep.
Hey, you awake? You awake?
So we have 4 rooms and 8 people, right?
Mhm.
So who's actually staying with him?
That's up to you guys.
Oh god.
Who wants to be my
well,
friend?
well-
I'll share the room with you, Reginald.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know
Bunk
this
buddy.
So
sounds
Fargrim and Ray know.
Aslan, it's good to see you again.
So Fargrim
Is this the orb?
and Ray
Yes, this
know
is
we're
the
in
orb.
one room. Fair enough. Who else is in?
What's that?
Who else in what room? I think is she asking.
So I'm assuming it's Reyna and Fargrim, Aslan and Reginald.
Who pairs?
That's all. That's all I know so far.
I went to one of the rooms that was empty, so
Uh-huh.
I
Wraith
don't know. I
will
don't know.
go with Arya.
Okay. Wraith and Arya, and then Fern
Listen
and Isaac.
shit.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Wraith is outside, so
Can
I
we
took a room
trust?
that was
Right.
empty.
Can we trust Fern with the huge?
Shut up, Reginald.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
not the
So
time.
Arya's alone for now.
Gets
and-
into bed with Isaac, but really innocently, and then just like flops around and snores and smacks him a bunch, and
Okay.
like I'm just like,
I'm sitting at the edge of
out
the bed, staring at the
and,
ring
like,
in my hand right now.
well, you're getting kicked with some hooves and
I'm
feeling
walking.
my fuzzy
While she's
butt.
sleeping, I'm walking back into the freaking tavern part of it.
Okay.
I
So
do not
due to all
notice.
the
I'm
I'm
snoring.
just cuddling with Bolt.
okay.
We have a
Aww.
dog.
But yeah, I saved freaking Bolt last time.
As you guys are, Fern is just kind of bothering you as she kind of kicks you with her with her hind legs and whatnot. You just kind of walk back out into the tavern.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're gonna sit down and just kind of take a look at the ring. As you're
Kiss
kind
me,
of
Dan. I really hate this now.
as you're kind of looking at the ring, the orc speaks to you in your head alone. He says, "What does he say?" I'll look through my notes.
He says, "Hey, everything's fine. This is all a joke." You're safe.
A curious artifact from a long time ago. It's a wonder where your father got it from.
My father?
Yes, your father. An adventurer like yourself.
I slowly pick it up. I put it on.
Okay. Good. And you just have to grab the orb from,
Oh God.
Stealth-based mission.
It's gonna be sleight of hand too, and this is gonna be horrible.
Or you can simply just ask.
Yeah, right.
I'm roosting right now. Okay. Like,
You guys call me the untrustworthy one, and here you are about to perform traitorous deeds on one another.
I'll deal with it in the morning. Take the ring off my finger and put it back on the necklace.
Very well.
Get out of my fucking head.
If that's what you want.
I try to go to sleep.
Okay.
Playing with Fern.
Who's still smacking you upside the head?
Yeah. Actually, I'll
Yeah.
sleep on the floor. How about that?
Yeah. Okay, you sleep on the
Kinda
floor.
Kinda used to it being, you know, from my
After being-
background.
After being kicked and prodded a few times, you're very. You don't want any horns to be shoved into areas you don't want to be shoved
Exactly.
in. So, you decide to sleep on the hard wooden floor.
Kinda used to that.
Yeah.
I've got a question.
Okay.
These rooms, do they have bare rafters?
Oh dear God.
Rafters made of bears? Oh god,
Well, I'd say
why?
it's just. I mean, the room is about, I'd say, like 12 feet, like in height. It's regular. It's a regular, typical room. I would say there's no barren rafters.
No?
No.
So then it's ceiling tiles?
It's kind of ceiling, yeah.
Okay. Am I able to
Oh.
lift the ceiling tiles at all?
Is he in the room with me right now?
Yes, he's in the room with you right now.
I
I
just
see.
turn over. I'm like, what are you doing?
Throw something at him.
Trying
Don't
to
freaking
sleep.
tease me around, Fern.
You're awake.
Yes. You're not as stealthy as you try to think you are.
You're
Oh snap!
Oh.
Sit down on the bed. I'm just like, I was actually hoping to have a bit more of a talk with you.
Sure.
oh.
I think that it should be either you, me, or Aslan who hold the orb most of the time. Because I think we're the least likely to be corrupted by it.
Why do you assume I'm going to corrupt you?
Oh my god, just shut the fuck up. Anyway, I think this question. You are not part of this.
Oh, I think I am.
I just ignore it. And
I
have
imagine
a
in my
feeling-
head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. In your head,
Okay.
you imagine.
I imagine in my head
Mhm.
a baby Goliath,
Mhm.
and start having the basically doing super cute baby talk that's so super annoying in my head continuously.
Okay. For a supposed killer, an assassin of individuals, you have a soft spot, don't you?
I get even more annoying with my
Does that wake me up? Is this
It's
a
in his
conference
head, so
call?
you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Go ahead and continue your conversation with Arya while you are going goo goo gaga in your head.
Anyway, I have a feeling that
How are
the
you?
party
Are
will
you?
not necessarily trust me with the orb, considering I ran off and threw it into a sinkhole. It doesn't seem like the party quite trusts you either, given that you're an 8-foot Goliath who looks like you're covered in blood. No offense.
None taken. I think it's a
so-
good thing that they don't trust me.
And, well, Aslan has been the one carrying it so far, so I think she's probably the one that's most likely going to be continuing to carry it.
Well, at the moment, it's with Reginald.
Do you know anything about him?
No, I do not.
Because I don't recall him ever saying anything about himself. I mean, we've all been fairly reserved, but him more so.
Agreed.
I can always tell you.
Oh my god.
He said that out loud.
Other room, leave us alone.
Meow 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 meow.
It's like a younger sibling who won't stop poking you. God.
I personally applaud your initiative in throwing it down the canyon.
Well, I'm not sure if I should find that a comforting thought or not. It was rash, and seems to have led us here, and I'm not sure that's such a good thing.
We are being led around by a being that we don't understand, that claims to be all powerful.
I don't make that claim at all.
Goobly goobly goo.
You know, you can keep making. You can keep that up as long as you want. I'm just trying to tell you the truth, but no one wants to listen to me.
It's okay, you said it yesterday. So, I think we need to put a great deal of effort into finding out how to actually destroy this thing.
Agreed.
In the meantime, it seems like it's going to be leading us from dangerous situation to dangerous situation. Anytime we end up in a new place, we should be finding out what the danger is, because we know it's going to be there.
Absolutely.
It seems to know what all the dangers are. As much as we need to destroy it, we also need to get that information from it. But without ever agreeing to anything. If we can get this thing to participate, it might not turn out to be such a bad ally. But never, ever, ever should we allow it to become our master.
I agree with that. It's just so damn annoying.
I completely agree. Goobly goobly goo.
Alright, I'm going back to sleep.
Alright.
You go, guess, mess with the seal. What were you doing? You never answered that.
I was trying to find a more secure place to sleep.
Make use of his hammock, you see.
Like the otter and the
In the rafters, yeah.
tavern.
I forgot to Photoshop that out. So
That's
Forgive
okay.
me if
I love
I'm
it.
not exactly thrilled at the idea
Oh, the freaking cat.
of someone of your size being in the rafters above my bed. I don't know how strong these rafters are.
I completely understand. It just... Where I come from, sleep is not the safest thing to be doing.
I myself quite like my sleep.
Hmm.
Easier not to deal with things that way. And I turn over and just... I'm done. Going to sleep.
Okay. I will crawl under my bed and go to sleep.
okay,
Under?
under the bed.
Just out of curiosity, who was like right next to Fern in my room? I know I shouldn't be saying this, but
Who's next to what?
no, nothing. Scratch it. No, I ain't gonna talk about it no more.
He wants
Okay.
to know the
Edit it,
floor
edit
plan
it,
layout.
no.
This
Okay.
room is where.
Ixnay, ixnay.
Okay.
Do I hear any odd pounding noises?
God damn it.
Roll a no. You just hear the rain coming down. Occasional thunder every once in a while. That's about it.
Okay. Going to sleep.
Okay, I'm assuming you're all sleeping at this point.
Azzy's gonna stay up as late as she can before falling asleep.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do in the meantime?
Just think about things, probably about home. Just reflect on things and then go to bed.
Okay. You have thoughts of home. Eventually, they carry you off into sleep. I'll say about 8 hours have passed. You guys all wake up. We'll say it's about like 6 in the morning.
I'm up 4 hours before everyone else.
Okay. So
And
for
I'm
you,
gonna
it's
go
2 in the
down.
morning. Okay. For you, it's 2 in the morning. You go down, I guess, to the tavern.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna drink with my flask and wait for people to come down. Maybe get some food,
okay.
whatever. See
I
if
have
they're-
I have a game question.
Yeah.
When we take a long rest, how many hit dice do we regain?
You get everything back.
Get everything back.
you gain half of
Uh-huh.
half of your
And
total.
then at this point, because you're resting inside, without the fog, you're no longer exhausted. This is a
Oh
thing
yeah, I forgot about that.
that happened.
Go away.
Reina, you come down about like 2 o'clock in the morning. You notice that the innkeeper isn't there anymore, and this place is a very young man. Kind of shoulder length hair. It's kind of thin. kind of scrawny. Think kind of Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Kind of look to him.
Uh,
Zoinks!
human?
Yeah,
Human?
he's human. Yeah, he's human.
I walk over to him, and I greet him. Hello.
Oh, hi. Who are you?
So, well, first of all, could you hook me up with some food?
Yeah, sure. What do you want?
Surprise me.
Well, I mean, okay. Means cooking. You hear the sizzling of what smells like sausage and egg.
Smells delicious.
Oh, thank you.
So I can still talk to him while he's getting the food ready, right?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay. My friends and I are new in town, I guess. Just
Yeah, you certainly look new in town.
if there was anything, I don't know, anything we should know as people who are new in town.
Well, let me think. Well, our burgomaster, the mayor, I guess if you want to call him that, he hasn't been feeling very well. His son is sort of trying to take over in his place, but he's had to handle a lot. And his daughter's been taking care of him while he's been out sick.
Now, has the town had him checked out by a cleric or something? Seems like a serious thing.
Well, that's the thing. We had a priest here, but unfortunately his son died about like a month ago. It's an awful, awful, tragic thing that happened to him.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Shit. That's terrible, man. I'm gonna go see if we could help them out later.
Well, that's the thing.
Anything else?
Wait, he goes, well, that's the thing. The priest hasn't opened the church doors in about a month, ever since the passing of his son.
Oh.
Horrible thing that happened to his son. Yeah,
Oh.
go ahead.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
It's kind of like...
Okay. Reyna just mind blown, doesn't know what to say.
Maybe it's worth talking to. Maybe it's worth talking to the daughter of the burgomaster.
Okay. Sure. Maybe we'll go pay him a visit later. Pay her a visit later.
Yeah, her name is Irina, by the way.
Irina? Irelia? Okay.
Irina.
Sure.
Irina.
Well, Irina. Okay. Cool.
Blonde hair, green
What
eyes.
is-
You can't miss her.
What is that
Stanza.
heavenly thing you're cooking?
Oh, just sausage and egg.
God, I'm starving. God, I'm starving.
At this point, as soon as you say that, he plates everything, grabs a knife and fork, and goes, "Here you go." It'll be about 10 copper. Not 10 copper, 10 silver.
I give.
Totally forgetting my fucking.
I give him a gold. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Keep the change. And I pull out my flask and take a swig out of it.
You start drinking and you're eating. He goes to clean. The cook goes to clean up all of the pans and dishes he just used to cook you your food. At this point, you just hear the shuffling of plates and the rain still coming down. No fire, just barely keeping you warm at this point. The fireplace, which has magically disappeared, unfortunately.
Well, I thought we were going to bed, so I put the fire out.
It's just being responsible.
Could draw it again.
Jeez.
Okay.
The fire from Howl's Moving Castle.
Hey, why'd you put me out?
Calcifer.
Yes, that's what his name was. Like, what's his name? I just watched it not so long ago.
I can't do a Billy Crystal, so.
I know. Understandable. I still applaud you for all your voices that you're doing, Dan. Like, dude.
Dude! Oh man! That's totally sick!
Okay, so for the rest of the time, I just sit quietly in a corner and drink on and off.
Okay.
Not like chugging it down, but you know.
A swig every once in a while, we'll say. Not enough to
Yeah.
get you drunk, or maybe buzzed, but not drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's say that. You do that for the next 4 hours, I guess?
For the next couple of hours, or until does the rain stop at all? I'm waiting for the rain to stop.
It is still going on as strong as it did when it started.
Okay, after about an hour of drinking, I'm gonna go outside, even if it's wet, and I'm gonna find forest. Let me find forest. Let me find trees. Let me find something.
Hold on. Let me see here. Now, are you going to wander far off, or what? How far are you willing to go?
What?
How far are you willing to
know.
go outside of town?
About I don't know, whatever the closest forested area is outside of town, not like super far away or anything, but you know.
We'll say on the path to the town, about a quarter mile, there are some trees here. I'd say about a quarter mile from the path from the town. There is a forest. Are you gonna go deep in, or?
Is it the area looking out on the cemetery? Like where am I going north? I have no idea.
Let's see. Give me 1 second. All right. We'll say it's here. This path here, where you enter town.
Okay.
And then.
All right. I'm gonna go deep into the forest and just hide there.
You're gonna hide in the forest?
I'm gonna use my damn it. I'm gonna use the thing. I'm gonna use my Mask of the Wild to hide in the trees.
Okay. So you use your, whatever the fuck that was, Mask of the Wild. Kind of jump into a tree, I guess. You notice that the fog is very thick. As you kind of wander off further and further away from town. Run a Constitution for me. Check.
Oh, come on. Don't roll bad. I got this. Not bad.
It seems to kind of drain a lot out of you, even though you didn't travel that far, but you don't feel exhausted. Let's say that. So no level of exhaustion for you for traveling outside of town.
Okay. So I just chill there. Maybe meditate some more.
Mm-hmm. And how long are you going to meditate for?
Until sunrise.
Okay, run a perception check for me.
Okay. Uh-oh. I've been dying to do wood elf things. Oh, damn.
With your eyes closed, you concentrating on just kind of concentrating. You're kind of spooked out suddenly by the sound of.
What the?
Matt, I told you to hold it in. He's so sad.
What the hell was that? Oh, fuck. I stay very still.
As you're staying
I
very
know which
still.
direction.
Unfortunately, you
Which
don't.
direction
You're
he came from?
unfortunately you don't. You're you're concentrating so much on concentration and meditation that you're not quite sure where the sound came from. It's also kind of masked by the rain. It's coming down, so you're not quite sure which direction. You just know that it kind of echoed throughout.
Okay. I'm gonna hang here.
Did that wake anybody else up?
No, because you guys are far away. It
Okay.
happened within the forest. So
Oh, great. What time is it now? Do we start waking up?
we'll say you've woken up at this point. Reyna has not nowhere to be found.
I head straight to the bartender and ask for my breakfast, which is a tankard of cider.
Wow.
I'll have what she's having.
Make that 3.
When Wraith gets down there, he's going to pet the otter.
I was thinking that too.
That's not there, by the way.
Burn shapeshifts into an otter and hangs out with the otter.
It's not there, motherfuckers.
Oh, Wraith pets Fern.
It's there. I can see it.
Can I make an
want me to-
otterception check?
Oh, you fucking assholes!
It does look an otter.
There, you don't see it there now. It's just pitch black nothingness, like my soul. Okay,
I want
there
to
you
pet
go.
The shadow.
I pet the black otter.
Run Constitution save for me. No.
You die instantly. Before pissing
Does
off.
Reginald still have the orb?
Absolutely. I hope nobody stole it, right?
No.
Nobody tried.
You fucking dicks.
Oh my god.
That would have been bad.
Okay. Yeah, I've still got the orb, and I'm keeping it kind of in my pack.
Okay.
And I just grab my cider, ask for some other thing, I don't care, and just go sit me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes you scrambled eggs and toast.
Nom nom nom.
I'm I'm yumming on it.
The irony of a Eric Roca eating scrambled eggs and scrambled eggs.
We didn't eat that where I came from, and I've been kind of assimilated since I've been on the ground. You know this.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, we'll say that chicken eggs are not related to Eric Roca at all.
I didn't make that connection very quickly. But it happened, so we're just gonna move on.
We'll go with it, carnivore that you are. Yeah. Isaac's the last to come down. Probably looking a little worse for wear, because he probably didn't sleep very well on the floor of the.
I should get used to it. To the fact, yeah.
Right. I mean, you do get like a full night's rest and everything. You just kind of, a little crick and crack with your neck here and there. You all notice that Reyna is nowhere to be found. Fargrim just kind of goes and goes, "Hey, what happened to the elf barbarian?"
I would think that you would know.
I don't.
You share a room with her.
She just
I
disappeared.
didn't. Normally, I would make
Scared her off, did you?
I'm not this time.
No, you don't know what you're talking about.
Best Fargrim impression ever.
Yeah, you sound a bit off today, bud. Oh, pal.
I think I've gotten a cold. Yeah.
Ah,
Take some of that healing magic.
Well, just roll with it. Yeah. It might take a bit of a while for it to go away.
like a week. All right, we'll just see back in a week.
Yeah, that sounds pretty. But all right.
So no one has seen her.
No.
Bartender,
Yeah.
have you seen our other companion, the large elf, kind of barbarian-ish?
Well, she got some food earlier, maybe a few hours ago, and she's kind of drinking to her in the corner there, and then she just kind of walked out.
Should we go look for her?
Yeah, do you know which way she left?
Fortunately, no. It's just kind of just cleaning stuff up. Just kind of walked out when I wasn't looking.
Is it still raining outside?
It is still raining outside.
When I step out of the tavern,
Mm-hmm.
is there like an overhang above the doorway?
Just a bit, yeah.
Do I see any like muddy footprints that kind of give a direction that she's
Roll survival for me.
Nice.
Oh,
So even with
Down
the heavy
on all
rain
fours.
coming down,
Can we bolt that does it?
Yeah,
Do you want bolt?
I'll let my success go to Bolt.
okay.
Who's next?
You do notice some footprints. Bolt seems to be sniffing around, and he starts kind of barking. You kind of tell Bolt to search for Reyna, whom he is familiar with at this point, or she is familiar with at this point. And he starts kind of sniffing. She starts sniffing around, out towards path into the forest. You begin to follow Bolt. I assume you're going to call the others with you as well.
You guys, believe Bolt knows where she is.
Well, can we finish breakfast first? Has she gotten that far, you think?
I guzzle down the rest of my cider and like, I finished my breakfast. Let's go.
Fern shoves a bunch of stuff into her mouth and then does it.
Are we sure she's not going to just come back?
I take the stein with me and I say, I'll bring it back.
And then you rush out, and then you just hear the cook just kind of stammering.
And I try to flick back a gold piece, but I don't know if it does it.
Roll performance for me.
Okay.
Natural one.
Probably. I have a 0, so it's a straight roll.
Oh, it's
Nice.
You throw the gold piece back behind you. You actually hit the window.
Oh god.
I hear a think.
I'm going to grab it out of the air and throw it into the.
Roll another roll a performance for me.
Can I make that in athletics?
Yeah, sure. Actually, we'll make it sleight of hand. You fucking rolled it. Why not? So
Sure.
As it pings off the window, and it starts to head towards the ground, you swiftly grab it out of the air and manage to throw it right at the right at the cook, who manages to catch it right out. Wow, pretty impressive.
And I say thanks, and I keep running.
At this point, you're all running towards where Reyna is.
So Bolt's like totally sniffed out. Like,
Yeah, kind of direction. Still kind of sniffing around. Kind of pouring down still pretty hard, but she's able to kind of sniff the scent. And you also have the luxury of footprints. Kind of lead you into the forest. And
when I see that we were heading to the forest, and I just suppose you can take the elf out of the forest, but you can't take the forest out of the elf.
You know, I would have switched that.
I have a fireball spell that could handle the forest.
Sure, brightest freaking thing.
Just
Right,
pulling
what
up her hood and just snuggling into it because fuck this rain.
I was gonna say, I got my coat practically, you know.
I mean, I can understand wanting to have an early morning walk, of course, but the weather seems to be a bit off.
A little.
I'm kind of
I don't mind
having
it
a
at
little
all.
bird bath as we go.
We'll say that you guys are
Has the
here at this point.
has,
Mark that
has the
down.
sun risen yet?
There is no sun. It's raining.
There is no sun.
There's no sun.
I think I
Is it, like,
mentioned.
morning?
I don't remember I mentioned this in the past, but when you guys were transported here, you noticed that the sunlight wasn't necessarily sunlight. I mean, it was light, but it didn't feel like actual sunlight per se.
Okay,
At
but
this
can I
point-
tell like it's morning? Is there
Um,
is there an indication of morning?
Well, I thought you heard like a massive chicken go.
You know that a few hours have passed at this point. Like
Okay.
it should be morning to you, but visually you wouldn't be able to tell because it's like raining, the same as it was the night previously. But you definitely know that it's been a few hours have passed. It should be morning by this point.
Okay. I kind of open my eyes and come out of the tree.
Okay. As you climb down the tree, the rest of the group manages to catch up with you.
Oh,
There
hey
you
guys.
are.
Raina, it's, I would say a lovely day for a walk,
Yeah.
but it's not exactly.
Okay, she's back. Let's get back to the freaking tavern. I'm freezing here.
I don't do so well with buildings sometimes, you know. I needed some space. I kind of give Fargrim a sideways glance and then walk towards the town again.
I mean, I understand. Just next time, give someone a heads up.
Do you even know?
Well, everyone was sleeping. I didn't want to wake you up.
Notes
Message
are
with-
lovely things.
Yeah, or return by the time we wake up. Any of those things are options.
Also, you.
By the way-
like I understand that it's hard. Buildings can be an issue for you, but especially in places like this, where we know things are a little
Off.
not quite as they seem. The fog and
Okay.
whatnot. It was just.
I
to be safe.
I nod at Arya. Okay, sure. Listen, I wanted to bring something up with the group, so we should. If you guys are going back to the tavern, I'll tell you guys what the innkeeper bartender guy told me this morning.
Chat
And
more.
I tell them about the Borgomaster's daughter, how she was the one taking care of him, and I look at Fargrim and I suggest that maybe he could check out the Borgomaster, see if he could help her
Hey, that sounds like a fine
how
idea.
better.
Good morning, you. Good morning.
As you guys are leaving the forest,
You
can
know.
I have one of you roll perception? Actually, I'll roll perception.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I am too busy being cold and
I'm so
Yeah.
bad at perception.
Apparently, I can actually stand it right now.
Oh, balls.
Uh,
Fern perceives the shit out of
Yeah,
everything.
she's like super paranoid
no one
of
else
everything right now.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Or-
Okay, anyone who rolled higher than a 12, the ones who rolled like above 20, you immediately hear the flapping of wings. Several bats seem to have flown off in these trees. It's very unusual since bats don't live in fucking forests, but
Been drawn.
yeah, this is a very unusual place. They seem to be heading north, but not towards town. Maybe a little northeast.
Should we follow them? I just anybody that rolled lower. I'm like, bats don't usually live in the forest.
Well,
Should we follow?
of any of us that could follow them, I think you'd be top of that list.
I mean, who are you volunteering?
Ah,
We have two options: either go towards the bats
Um,
or go
I,
back for some more warmth.
I don't know, Roman.
I volunteer myself.
We're not splitting the party.
No, I totally agree with Aslan. Do not split the party, especially in unknown territory.
Especially not in this creepy place.
This place that's, not supposed to exactly exist anymore.
Yes, exactly. We should stay
It's
in
a
one
bit
group.
sketchy.
Well, do we want to head back to the inn or follow these bats?
I mean, our options are we can go back to the town and go
I
check
say go
out
back to
that,
the inn.
that
I don't know
urban
about you.
pile and talk to the people there. Or we can...
More information.
I have a feeling these bats may have just... I don't know. Maybe this place has a bat problem. I think that's
They
All the
could just be a
exterminators.
symptom of a bigger problem here. This place shouldn't exist. Bats shouldn't be in forest. The whole thing is,
The sun doesn't
To-
really come out. They might be confused.
Is it,
to put
is
it crassly, this whole place is fucky. I think we should go back to the town, get more information.
agreed.
bat
I
shit
agree.
crazy?
Uh,
Again.
Let's go back and let's figure
Yeah.
out the town before we figure out the outskirts of the town.
Okay.
As we're going back, Fern shapes into a raven and sits on Reggie's shoulder and goes, "Caw!"
I keep trying to like knock her off.
Holy
I just keep like going on.
I thought you had
So
to like,
after-
pick a certain number of things you could turn into first.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can turn into a raven. That's not a
Isn't
problem.
Isaac a pirate?
It's
You
a
can
zero
be a parrot
challenge
for him.
rating.
Oh, that hurts.
You could be a parrot for Isaac's pirate.
oh god.
Yeah. Come on, maybe later.
Okay.
I just double checked it. It's. Yep, it's a 0.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have a fly speed though?
It has a fly speed. I can't do its full fly speed yet, but I can sit on his shoulder and bug him.
Yeah, that's happening.
Yep.
I'm just thinking to myself, I don't know what's worse, the orb or the raven.
Well, if you wish, Reginald, I can carry the orb again.
No,
I don't
it's fine.
Actually-
You've had the burden too long.
Once we get back to there, I would actually guys suggest you got the orb.
We've got Robo Isaac.
You Robo Isaac.
And
What was
son of
that?
a bitch.
Okay.
We can build him better.
Better, faster, stronger. Dun 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 dun. dun. And that punk music plays.
Work
Yeah.
it hard. Make it
Work it
better,
hard.
do it best to make it strong. More than that.
Okay. Well,
So-
Isaac seems to be tying his shoes. What are you guys doing?
Are we at the inn again?
Wait.
At this point, you guys are back.
Yeah.
The front of the inn.
Cool. I sit down, and the first thing I do is I just plop the orb right in front of me.
Okay.
Hmm.
You guys hear me better now?
There's
Yep.
no point
Yep.
hiding from it.
Yeah.
It can hear and it can see us at almost every
Dunk.
point.
Actually, I want to discuss you about
This is
that,
true.
about that, guys. I've been
Yes.
thinking about it all night.
Are you doing what it asks with your ring?
Yes.
I mean, it's your decision. I don't like it.
I know, but it may give us answers. And if anything goes wrong, knock the orb out of my hand.
Just-
If
I just
it
want
leaves
to
you
check that you are-
possessed, are we alright to kill you?
Knock me unconscious. Don't kill me.
We will take care of it, come what may. Just please be safe, Isaac.
I just want to
Raina
orb-
kinda
the orb
glares at
seems to be- The orb seems to be attempting to tempt all of us. It tried to talk to me before I threw it into the sinkhole. I just want to make sure that you are entirely certain that you wish to follow through with this.
I mean, I could get answers. I could be possessed.
You could end up with more than you ever bargained for.
Exactly, but
Or less.
You could just get sucked into it and have your soul trapped forever.
No, I wouldn't go that
That's also
far.
true.
I say shut up, you.
there's
I
only
just-
one.
I just don't
so you
want you
could go that far. Only for a week.
Okay, can I assume at this point that you're putting the ring on?
Yeah, I'm putting the ring on my finger.
You put your ring on, very plain looking ring. Um,
Well, I do want to ask, where did you get this ring? You have it with you.
I've had it since I was young. Been trying to figure out what the hell this thing is, and why it was been with me all this time.
Well, maybe
It's-
we'll have to find out.
I consider it somewhat of a lucky charm. It's gotten, I don't know, it's come with me this far.
you put your ring on.
Right.
Better than jar of dirt, okay?
Are you gonna touch the orb at this point?
I look at the rest of the group.
Mhm.
Turn to Reginald.
Got my hands ready in case I need to like tackle
Mhm.
over.
I position myself in a way where if something happens, I'm close enough to knock the orb off his hand and like pin him to the ground or something.
Okay. So you guys are all positioning yourselves. We'll say at this point you're all positioning yourselves to kind of prepare for
Are
the
we-
worst.
Are we in the like? Where are we in the tavern?
We should
go
choose
upstairs?
We'll say in the corner away from any
Can we go
prying eyes.
upstairs?
Yeah.
I would
Or go
prefer to
somewhere
do
it's a
this
little bit
not, yeah,
more-
not quite so public.
Okay.
Green.
Um,
We're not.
I'm
We're
assuming-
not sure how the people here would react to this sort of magical things.
Let's,
I don't know. Maybe
let's
they
do
embrace
it
it.
then.
Maybe they're wary. It's best not to frighten people off when you don't even know much about this place yet.
They didn't seem very appreciative of me using a simple silence.
well, it sounded.
I'm sure there's.
I would say,
plenty of
as
reasons.
a DM, I don't think anyone is very appreciative of people just randomly using magic in general in public. But that's just me. I don't know. So we'll say, I guess, Reginald. We'll assume Reginald picks up the orb to bring it upstairs.
Sure.
Isaac kind of follows behind him, and then the rest of you are, I guess, following behind as well.
Yeah.
Going in.
Okay.
Going in the room. Squishing in
I follow behind Isaac.
I'll say a good 5 of you can fit in the room, and then the 3 of you are kind of outside, and somewhere in the hallway.
I would like to be one of the ones inside.
Okay.
I would as well.
I would.
I'm holding the.
I
orb,
would,
so
because
I'm
magic.
Mhm.
But
Okay, so
I would
I'm
like
outside.
to be the one. I would
Okay.
like to be the one closest though, so that I can like absorb any like painful damage type things just in case.
Okay.
I would like to crack my sword out of the sheath so that it's ready to draw quickly.
Okay.
Don't stab me. Just knock me unconscious.
Right. Reginald places the orb at a desk nearby. Seems to nod at you, Isaac. You kind of return the nod. I guess you take in a deep breath,
Mhm.
and you place your hand onto the orb. The ring, which was very plain, suddenly seems to have glowing green runes suddenly appear on it.
And he disappears.
All you suddenly hear word language you've heard previously, like when you first encountered the orb.
Mhm.
Except for you, Isaac. Isaac, you can understand them plain as day. And we're gonna use whispers here.
Oh God.
Be sure to
Ear
follow us
tuning.
on. I'm just kidding.
Oh god.
That's Wormwood Gaming.
With crit roll.
Shirts for sale in the shop.
I'm waiting for Liam to someday just be lurking in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
The
Maybe one day.
the code is crit roll.
What
Crit
did I
roll.
do? My ear all of a sudden.
Hey, Jess, Cosmic Candy wants to know what secrets you're writing in your book.
Oh, nothing. Game notes in here, and then I'm also doing homework.
I am looking at reference images
What a
on my
good
phone and
student.
trying to draw them. Look what I did. Oh, it's a dwarf guy with an axe.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Matt, it looks amazing.
It's unoriginal though. I'm just like working on copying things right now before I do my own stuff.
Hey, it's
Still good.
building up.
Yeah.
Did you see my cat? It wasn't even distinguishable as a cat, so
It said meow, so I got it.
yeah, that's why I was like, I should probably. I don't know how to draw a freaking otter. I don't know how to draw a cat. Meow. It was a cat otter. It was a cotter.
I like that you changed your kind of frame.
Never seen
Catter.
that.
So,
Charles,
so Isaac,
dice tray. Oh, we're back.
whisper your responses back to me.
Oh,
Okay.
man,
Jeez, the reverse whisper.
I'm dropping frames like a mofo.
Yeah, you're like motion, like stop motion practically sometimes.
Does the stream look okay? Asking people watching.
How many people are watching?
21.
21. That's not.
Wait, what?
Well, then, minus
What?
us, because I'm sure we're all in the chat.
Nope, I'm not in the chat this time.
20.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Well, why not? You could be.
No.
Uh,
I just got a message from Jude, but we'll take care of that later.
I want to go back home, he says.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. We're not in Kansas no more.
Okay, cool.
I'm terrified.
We'll be fine.
You hear
I'm gonna hit
Isaac.
that.
You hear Isaac say something. It's a similar language to what's in the orb, as far as you guys can tell.
He's speaking in tongues now.
Yeah, we'll say he's speaking in tongues.
Partial
And
tongue.
do we recognize? We don't recognize what language it is. We just know it's like ancient and forgotten. Or
Yes.
do we even know that?
I think we previously discussed that it was ancient and forgotten.
Okay.
This seems like possession.
I
Wait, I'm the closest one, right?
There we go.
I
No,
put
Jesus.
myself
Is he
in
hold-
between Reyna and I look at Aslan and I was like, should we bring him back?
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know what the hell's going on?
Go ahead.
Can I?
Please.
I'm just gonna knock the orb out of his
That
hand.
might do something that has an adverse effect. We do not want to be rash with this.
Am I okay? Like, can I get an idea of how this room is set up? Because I know I'm outside of it, like outside the door, but
Mhm.
like,
Ah.
do I see what's happening?
You're able to see what's happening.
Do I see Reyna like winding up to do something?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast whole person.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going
Fuck
to pummel strike him in the face.
I'm gonna
Well,
standing in between them, like I'm keeping everybody back.
You
Do
were
I see
standing
that
by-
too before I started casting? Do I see that before I start casting?
wow, everyone's talking at the fucking same time.
Good lord, I just put my hand on the freaking arm for like 2 seconds and all shit goes.
I know, that's why I'm trying to stop everybody.
It's like
So
God,
Reyna is
that one
currently
whisper out of this.
frozen in place, unable to move suddenly. Let's see. Wraith grabs his sword.
I've
Draws
already
it.
got it cracked, so I just go
Yeah.
straight out into his face with the pummel.
Okay.
I mean, I'm in the way.
Really gonna stab me in the
Yeah.
back of my head.
Reggie is in the way. He was blocking you off, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess
then-
it's 8 points.
So you actually hit
bludgeoning damage.
Reggie instead.
Okay.
So you take 8 points. We'll say it's like 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
All right.
We'll
in that
have that.
case, then I'm after
This is
knocking
such a-
him in
here
the
we
face.
go.
I'm gonna smack
what-
Isaac in the face with my fist.
How about
Okay,
no?
when I see
Does that
him
work?
after I see him attempt that first attack, I'm gonna cast Hold Person again at 3rd level to try to hold both him and Reyna.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Okay.
While they're doing all this,
Do I get another save, or do I get another save because she
And
cast
hold
it
on,
again?
let us-
Hold on.
I want to go over and I want to touch Isaac's shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to start talking to him,
Okay.
see if he responds.
Okay.
Isaac, can you hear me?
Do I hear
Isaac?
it all?
You do hear her. He turns to look at you, and he seems to be responding in tongue. Roll a perception check for me.
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm rolling shit tonight.
Yeah. You have no idea what he's saying. You can't read his emotion. While that is all happening,
You sure I can't make another Arcana check now that I got up close and personal? Can
fortunately not.
I make a religion check?
I'm there too.
Hang
Can I do
on.
any sort of-
Hang on. Let me. I have to finish writing the sentence I've been trying to type out.
I was like, come on, what did you say to me? I need answers, damn it! Get a notepad open for this so I can keep all this up track.
I don't want to accidentally hurt Isaac here.
Right now I'm saying I regret nothing now.
Okay. So you do hear that, Isaac. And that's when everything starts happening. After you hear that, that's when
All shit goes down.
yeah, all the shit goes down. Aslan has her hand on your shoulder at this point.
Mhm.
Okay, now we can go back to the group and see what they're gonna do next.
Okay, so
I'll wait
Aria
till I
is
get my
holding person
response.
on both of them.
Yeah,
She's-
but Reyna would get a second save because I have to recast, right?
yeah.
Okay, she made the second save, so she's
Mhm.
not.
So she's trying to like.
But when I see that it didn't work, I'd say,
Uh-huh.
Reyna, hold, please. It's not.
Okay,
Not me,
you could
I'm sorry.
you could have just told me.
I'm sorry. I just had to react.
I didn't even have my weapon out. I was just gonna push it away with my hand.
That's
Fine,
not what we
I-
want to do right
Yeah,
now.
we
At this
won't-
point, you hear a pounding on the wall from next door. You say, "Hey, keep it down in there!"
So sorry.
very sorry.
How much time are we going to give him before we try to pull him out?
I want to whisper very softly
Very
to
soft.
kind of myself.
Unromantically.
No.
Sweet nothings into his ear.
Is this, a,
good
See
care-
lord.
if he responds.
is this a careless whisper?
Yes, this is careless. It's actually like a real whisper.
Wait, who's Reginald whispering to?
Yeah, who are you whispering to?
Just really softly under my breath, and I'm gonna whisper it to Dan. But if somebody wants to try to hear it,
I don't
I
think
would
I'm
like
anywhere closest. I'm too busy concentrating.
I should be right next to you? Because you're protecting Isaac?
Yeah, okay. So I'm just to myself.
Uh,
Like, do you know anything?
I'm technically like
Damn,
Solidly,
so
like-
much is going on. Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry, Dan. I didn't mean this to go like that.
All right, go ahead. Keep continuing. I'm going to type this message. That's original. Go ahead.
I
Rafe.
don't know how
As a
close I
little
am to this person
Uh-huh.
or thing. Not too
Um,
close. It's like means to an ends.
You don't hear anything.
Just, okay.
There's no response.
I say we give him another 2 minutes.
No, I don't want to do this.
And I put
Are we still-
my hand on
Okay,
Aslan's
so
shoulder,
you-
and I was like, I don't
okay.
like this either.
Okay. And then Wraith, you were running perception on what exactly?
On overhearing whatever Reginald is saying, because I'm technically stepped into him and frozen. So
Right.
I just whisper that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with all the commotion that's happening, you don't get to hear what he says, but you do see that his beak was moving. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Can the orb hear us? I'm going to see if I can call out to the orb.
Are you going to call out aloud, or are you going to call in your head?
In my head.
Shh, there's a conversation happening.
Let him
Don't
go.
worry. Don't worry. It'll be fine.
When?
As long as it takes.
That's awfully vague.
Well, it depends on whether or not he chooses to drop the of me or not.
So it's up to him.
Pretty much. But I assure you it's important information.
For your sake, it better be.
Oh, don't worry. It is.
I'll turn to Reginald. Did anybody else hear that, or was that just me?
I think it was just you. You were talking
Just
in your
you.
head.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking, and the orb has said as soon as he's done, he will drop out of this. It doesn't
hear
seem to
that?
be possessing him.
You're
She's saying this out loud to the party,
Okay.
yeah.
And I just
Wait, what?
It's he's just talking with the orb. They're exchanging information of sorts. It doesn't have a hold on him. He's not possessed. It's just the way they're communicating. He's fine. If he's not, then the orb will pay.
I look at Wraith and then I look at Arya. You know what? I kind of like him like that. How long can you keep him like that?
How long has it
Can
been?
I level an
since I've
Eldritch
cast it?
Blast?
We'll say it's about like in
I
half a minute at this point.
Not too. I can't hold it too much longer.
Yeah.
I have a question. When someone is held by the hold person spell, can you move their arms and like reposition?
We'll say it's completely frozen, so you're not able to move it. It's like rigid,
I
kind of
just-
rigor mortis in a lot of ways.
Alright, Dan, I sent you my message.
All right.
Okay, that's fine. I was just gonna do something really silly with him, but if I can't.
So I say to the group, I'm not going to be able to hold him for very much longer. So if we can hurry this along, that would be great. Otherwise, who knows what's going to happen? You saw what he was trying to do. I don't want anyone to get hurt.
I
Neither
look
do
him.
I.
I look right square in the eyes. It's like, do not interfere, please. And then I just-
Fern is
I
gonna
just
turn
kinda
into a bear and growl at Wraith.
Jeez. Using all your shit.
Just
Like
be
Reginald,
ready,
you just use your
because
your talons, and this is not.
I can feel this is not going to last very much longer.
Okay. Now we just wait for Dan to type in the hole.
Yeah,
Bear
this is.
Fern wants to get in the way of Wraith so that he can't touch Isaac.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what the layout of this room is.
Yeah, I know, me too.
We should have
It's
drawn a
becoming
picture.
very interesting.
Or I could bear hug him. Bear hug
So let's say that's Isaac.
With bare arms.
with bear
Oh,
the
There's me,
bare
I have
necessities
ways.
of life.
Fern's amazing.
Like unless Wraith is in is the closest one to the door, I don't think Fern's gonna be able to get in because
Oh, is Fern outside?
the room had only room for 5 people, which was Isaac,
Oh, I thought it was
the Rada, and
5
Wraith.
plus Isaac. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
There's the
And so since
room.
we couldn't fit in there as like ourselves, I don't know if you could fit there as a bear.
Damn it. Okay, fine. Well, if it wasn't possible, then I guess I didn't do it.
There's the bear now blocking the door.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I know Chauncey's a little weird with these noises I'm making, but
Is he giving you dirty looks?
yeah, he's just kind of looking at me like I was lying down, like, what the hell?
What is wrong with you?
Well, there's a lot wrong with me, you see.
Actually, there's a bear outside.
God, so much information, Dan.
Read quickly, the spell's fading.
I know.
Let's say there's Wraith, who tried to hit me. Oh, he did successfully hit me. This one can be Aslan.
How long does whole person last for?
A minute.
1 minute.
Another 10 seconds have passed, we'll say.
Who wants
You got
to
20
roll?
seconds left.
I guess technically every 6 seconds he should have been
Yeah.
trying to save.
Go ahead and roll another save.
He did get a
There's
nat 1
Raina
though.
trying to run in.
He did get
He had
rolled
a
in that one.
with an
Are you rolling
initial
that
save.
one? Okay.
Yeah.
So I say.
Fargrim's over here minding his own. Okay.
Yeah.
There's probably like
Yo.
a bed and a desk. Maybe like a lamp over here. Is this a picture frame hanging on?
You painting a happy little picture?
Yep.
Happy little trees.
Happy little trees.
Oh, it's not on the screen. Okay, so this is what I think the room is there now.
Mm.
So we got
It's so quiet.
I'm trying to think how to say this.
it's crit roll at Wormwood Gaming.
Oh, I just saw your drawing with the room stuff. It's so good.
Yeah, it's basically that. Yeah.
I missed half of it. So I see the birdies, Reggie.
That's me. Green was Aslan. The yellow
Aw.
color's Isaac. This one's Wraith.
Who you're
That
moving
one's-
back
that one's-
away from everyone, preferably.
That one's Raina that's running in. That one's Arya who casts a spell from outside. There's Fern who's obviously a bear. And Fargrim who's just
Oh, that's okay. It was like, where'd you guys do all this at?
Did I still bear, even if I didn't make it into the room?
I don't know, did you?
Yeah, sure.
I just
What? What should we call Fern when she's a bear? Treasure?
Now you're a worse bear with a tail.
Kind of like how we call Becca Gadget.
Yeah, Gadget's so cute though. She
And
should have like
spikes.
a theme song. We should play the Gadget theme song anytime she bears.
And
Just
you have
gonna
wheels for feet.
Bear it all right now.
What else are we-
And that's not a tail, it's actually a rocket booster.
Does she have racing stripes?
Oh my god, yes, yes. Please, please. It'll
Makes
make
her
me.
go faster.
It'll be like +2 to my like speed. Come on. You know that's what stripes do.
Fern bear goes.
You like our version of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's the bear.
When Fern changes to a hedgehog,
What just
By
happened?
the way, Snake, we're gonna have to do the idea eventually. I talked to you last night about.
So, a
Oh,
hedgehog
dear.
with haste.
Okay, another 10 seconds have passed.
we'll call
Damn it, Chili, why did you change your stupid command?
Technically, I can only become a black bear, not a brown bear.
Well,
Oh.
you know what?
I'm just reading this right now. Leave me alone.
Reginald might be colorblind. He doesn't know. Doesn't see race.
Go ahead and roll another save.
This means I'm a little bit smaller.
Wraith?
Another save.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's see if I can delete just these. Yeah?
Oh man! Oh, I'm so slow. I was gonna take a screen cap.
Oh, no,
Oh, yeah, the
It's okay,
bear's
it was
gone.
streamed.
Control Z, Control Z.
Yeah, it'll
Why
be on
did
the
that
stream.
not go through?
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can like screen cap it on mine real quick. Yeah,
Okay.
No.
Okay. Here, don't make that save.
Failed another save. Sorry, I just noticed that.
Do you want to message Dan?
Yeah, I did. I was just thinking.
Okay, yeah, no problem, no problem. All this, what you got, this happening, and then...
So you.
So we're just like literally like.
So suddenly Isaac puts down the orb, releases his grip from it, kind of steps back. The ring reverts back to being a normal-looking ring. And you just kind of see Isaac just kind of taking in all this information. Perhaps maybe a little stunned by everything he's heard.
Are you alright?
Class.
I'm like, okay, I can't hold this much longer, so please be ready, because.
I move out of the way before he tries to strike at me.
Okay.
And then I let go of the spell because I
Okay.
don't think that's about it.
So
punch
Wraith
Wraith.
immediately just puts his sword away.
I punch him.
Go ahead
I
and try.
punch him in.
Go ahead and roll your attack on.
Why? Why do you two always do this? She'll let go of Isaac's shoulder and
Is
just
it-
ask if he's
is
okay.
it just an unarmed strike? I don't know what
Yeah,
the
unarmed
strike
strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed what you said.
I said for the most part, I need to tell you guys once this all shit gets done.
Alright.
You got a little robot-y
God
again.
damn it, what is up with this? It's roll 20. Wrong with it?
Right.
It's pretty bright.
So that
Everything
doesn't
connected.
beat my AC.
Yeah, that doesn't beat. So you kind of swing and you miss.
Wait, what? Does it beat it? I didn't hear.
No,
Nope.
you don't. No.
And Wraith is just like, he told me to knock him out if he got possessed, and then he spoke in tongues.
You fucking
You
idiot!
acted
And
a
then I
little-
walk out.
You acted a little rashly. You and Reyna, and we just wanted to. I'm sorry. I felt
You
that
could
I
have
needed
just told-
to. Felt that I needed to
You
step in at the
I
moment.
just told me
we don't know. We didn't know what would happen if you were to run up and hit him, and if that would make things worse. The
Okay.
next time, we'll keep this in mind. Next time we have to do something like this, God forbid.
You hear another pounding on the wall. Still not quiet.
Very sorry.
Bear
Still
friend
none of
goes
your
over to the next
business.
room and growls.
Wraith is
Another
going to turn
tavern.
to the wall and just be like, goobly goobly goo!
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Have to find
I walk out of there and head down to somewhere quiet.
I grabbed the orb, which I assume you put down,
Yes,
Anyway,
I put the
as I
orb
was
down. I put
saying-
the ring wrack around my necklace.
and I follow.
The next time
follow
we
as
do something
well.
like this, we'll just before acting, just let's try to agree on an action before doing it. I know I'm one to talk. I've done some stupid stuff too.
Okay.
But yes,
I'm perfectly fine
just
with
didn't want anyone to be hurt.
working. I'm
Very good
perfectly
with
fine with working with
agreements.
everyone. I glare at Wraith and walk away. I walk away.
Okay.
so I go leave and follow to.
Okay,
Or
so
wait,
I'm
who?
I'm assuming everyone's back downstairs
Isaac
at this
left.
point.
Yeah, to
Isaac
the
left
quiet
and
spot.
Reggie
Mhm.
followed. Is Azzy still up here?
I don't
No,
know.
she-
She
She
followed.
followed.
She
Right.
followed.
She
Okay.
followed.
Okay, I follow too.
Okay.
Same here.
At this point, everyone is back downstairs, I assume.
That was interesting.
Are you alright?
Yeah, just all the information that we just asked about. That orb, we do not want to leave our sight.
What is it?
Oh my god. Really, Fern? Really?
Still a bear.
You're a bear? Okay.
She's
And I kind of try to prepare whoever's down there, and is like, she's our friend. She's a druid. It's okay.
No, it's not okay. She's gonna leave a mess all over the
I
place.
promise she won't. And I give him 10 gold pieces.
I start looking at my map to see if there's another tavern on it.
This is unfortunately the only tavern.
Damn it, guys.
Well, we Can't sleep here
available.
again. I've wasted 11 gold pieces already.
Okay. So, there's more than one voice in that orb.
Do they have names?
They didn't. All I said, what they told me was, see if I'm gonna go through my notes again.
Yeah, write that shit down.
I have it all written down. I gotta go through all these like whispers.
Okay, that's fine. Don't lose those.
The voices you guys didn't hear were usurpers of the kingdom of, I guess, Drow. Am I getting that right, Dan?
As far as you know, that's right.
From what I've assumed, Drow. You remember that when we were at the tomb way back?
Yeah.
There was that one lady that just bamfed on us.
Hard to forget.
I have her underling sword still.
She wants to destroy the world.
What
The
else
voices
is new?
Well, yeah. But the voices I heard were people who overthrew her parents.
Huh.
One of the questions I did ask was, and they made a terrible mistake apparently, and they're the reason why she's on this quest. It's more of a quest of vengeance.
Yeah, we'll say that.
That's if I'm receiving your messages right, Dan.
Yeah, that's about right.
In other words, her parent, this was a
Thunder coming in just at the right time. Go ahead.
well played, sir. Well played. From that orb, she asked a wish from it, as I point to it, and she's not all there. She gained power from the orb by sacrificing part of herself, and she's on this quest for vengeance. The voices that you guys couldn't hear are doing nothing about why we're getting transported from one place to another. It's whatever this thing is that's talking to us outside of it.
Oh,
If
that's
I'm
not
getting,
we'll say that for clarification.
if you want to help me clarify,
Why don't you just read what it said?
I'm not gonna read what it said.
The voice in the orb is not the same as the orb itself. We'll say
Exactly, that's what I was trying to say. There's two different voices.
I gotcha.
The usurper voice that I was talking to.
There are several voices of Drow that are cast inside. There's the voice that speaks to you in common, and then there's the orb itself.
So
Is
it's the evil trinity.
So
Yeah,
is it?
we'll say
Right
there's-
triad, per se.
Right.
It's clearly like the chroma conclave of voices in the orb.
No. Orb, voice, things, and orb. Okay, writing those.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Evil,
we'll say there's three
or-
different personalities. The orb itself doesn't speak. There's a voice in the orb that speaks to you in common. Seems to be a separate entity, and then there's several Drow voices inside. To your understanding, we're trapped inside by the Drow Queen, or as she refers to herself as.
There's notes again.
So, of all the voices, the one that we can understand had to be the most annoying one.
Exactly.
And is also the one that's not coming from the orb, like from inside
Of
the orb.
course.
It's
Yeah.
inside the orb, but it's not the orb
But
itself. We'll say.
It's not the ones I was talking to.
So
Right.
confusing.
So basically, imagine it as three different personalities. There's the
Okay.
yeah.
The asshole one's the one sending us around everywhere.
No, that's the.
Oh, it's
no,
not? Okay.
Yeah, that's the orb itself.
Oh, that's the orb itself, okay.
We'll say that the voice inside the orb that's been talking to you, in common, we'll just say he's kind of like a witness to everything.
Okay, so we got the witch,
Just to-
the orb, and then the usurpids.
Yeah.
Okay.
So asshole's the witness.
So the orb itself sends us places. The voice
Mhm.
is kind of like a third party, and then there's other
Right.
things in the orb that he just talked to.
Yes.
Yes.
That's so stupid. Why did you do this?
So complicated. Trust me, I'm trying to understand all these questions
okay.
I asked him.
So, kind of understanding all this, I want to ask the orb, like, have we seen you before?
No, I imagine you have not, unless you are able to go back eons and eons ago.
We have been time traveling
Yeah.
for some odd
So-
reason.
It wasn't you that we
possibly
spoke
are.
I
to
had a
flying
question.
through the ether?
No, I'm afraid he's dead.
Oh, okay.
That's sad.
Is that a recent development?
He sacrificed himself to get you all together.
Did he have a name? I'd like to remember him.
Simply call him the Overseer.
Or God, as it may.
Space Ghost.
Sorry, dude. I couldn't help it.
What deal were you gonna offer the princess?
Merely speaking on behalf of the orb.
What deal was the orb offering?
It wanted her soul for the return of everything. Her husband, the kingdom, all the people that have died. Would have been worth it, I tell you.
But then there'd be no one to rule the kingdom.
Her husband would have been able to rule the kingdom. You would have come back.
But he would
You also would have put a
also
stop
away.
to. You also would have put a stop to the Drow Queen's plan.
So you're saying you're being benevolent.
If the orb is, like I said, I'm just a witness.
Well, witness, what business do we have here? Do you know why it's sent us to Barovia, a city once lost?
You're gonna have to talk to Madame Ava about that.
Well, let's go do that. Because I completely forgot, because I've changed note pages since we've started.
Yeah. Well,
That's-
we got the information about her, though.
Okay. On that note, we're gonna take a quick break because it's been like a couple hours at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let me throw up the little break time tip.
By the way, these guys have completely gone off completely different direction.
From what you thought, I was.
What I thought.
I was assuming that.
Always.
That's totally fine. I was kind of half prepared for it and also half winging it. It's totally fine.
Information
This
now
is the
that-
life of a DM, guys.
You thought maybe that wasn't
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, no, I'm the game that I DM for. I'm railroading the crap out of them because I haven't DM before. So I'm like, no, you want to go here.
Right.
This sounds like a great place.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm actually gonna stop the stream and restart my computer and try to figure out why I'm dropping so
Okay.
many frames.
Okay, we'll be right back, everyone watching. We're just going to do a quick reboot. We're going to take like a, say, 10-minute break.
10-minute
Yeah.
break? I'll probably have
Yeah.
the stream back up before then, but we'll
Okay.
go breaking.
All right. Be back in a second, guys.
Alright, bye.
Stay tuned.
For now, keep going.